We'll start seated. Comfortable position. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Just so that we can sit nice and tall and begin to bring the attention to our breath. Our shoulders are relaxed, melting down the back, while crowns of the head reaching for the sky. Let's engage our belly lock, Uddiyana Bandha, the navel's drawn in and up. We'll also engage that Mula Bandha, that pelvic floor lift. Holding these two locks in place throughout our practice today, providing us strength and stability. And once we've moved towards that Ujjayi breath, that deepest breath available to us, we'll bring our hands to heart center, pressing the palms together. We'll allow next inhale to sweep the arms up, fingers to the sky as we exhale. Hands return to the heart. We'll start again. Giving ourselves that entire inhale to reach up, and the entire exhale to bring our hands back to heart. Never rushing through the breath, instead taking our time. One more breath. And then as we release our arms alongside us, let the chins drop to chest. We'll gently begin to roll our heads side to side. Meeting together, our chins tucked into chest. Let the arms inhale up, our hands clasped together. Palms will rest gently on the backs of our heads as we let the elbows just drop towards the earth without pushing the head down. Just allowing the weight of the arms to give us that gentle stretch. One more breath. And as we release, we'll inhale right arm up and over. Let's hold it here today. Let the shoulder roll back and that right hip press into the earth to deepen. Hold it right here. With an exhale, we'll let it go. And switch sides. Inhale. And hold. Shoulder back. Left hip pressing into the earth. Imagine that left side body lengthening. And as we exhale, we'll let it go. Swinging our legs around back, we'll make our way to an all-fours position. For cats and cows, we'll arch our spines up and drop through the bellies. We're inhaling with the arch and exhale as bellies drop and hearts pull forward. 2 more breaths, just like this. After that second breath, big, spacious hip circles, as if we were moving our hips around the face of a clock. Hit each hour on that clock. After a few, maybe reverse. And then, from that all fours posture, we'll head towards our puppies. Hips are high. As we walk the arms forward, the chests will melt down towards earth. Keeping that deep, full breath. We'll exhale, slide forward, bellies to the earth. Our hips pressing into our mats as we roll the shoulders back. We'll pull our hearts forward and let the crowns of the head reach for the sky, our Sphinx pose. Let the glutes engage, keep the back safe, and our forearms are pulling the mat towards the body, helping to engage our shoulders, chest, and mid to upper back. As we soften, let's press it up into all fours. And then our first downward facing dog today. Here we'll pedal through the feet. Tip the tailbones to the sky. Our hands are spread wide. Fingertips pressing into the earth. Our chests are pressing towards the thighs. That upside down letter V. Let the torsos pull up and out of the shoulder joints. And when we're ready, an exhale shifts us forward into a plank. Stacking our shoulders over the wrists. And instead of sinking, we're lifting up and away from the ground. Check in with that belly lock. Continue to engage through the core. One more breath. Gently, our knees lower. And we'll move towards another puppy pose. Exhaling forward, Sphinx. Shoulders stay down, away from the ears. And this time, we'll press up to all fours and then back into child's pose. Let the wrists rotate. And when ready, inhaling up, all fours. Back to downward facing dog. And we'll start to alternate our leg lifts. Lift, squeeze, and lower. Side to side. Next time right leg is lifted, we'll hold. Let that foot be active flexed or pointed. Let that leg start to pulse. Right foot steps forward. Knee stacked over ankle, right arm to the sky. Arm is squeezing, engaged, our hips sinking towards earth, while hearts are lifting up and away from the ground. Let's reach overhead. And as right hand floats down, we'll step into plank. Hold. All fours. Puppy. Into Sphinx. And all fours. Downward facing dog. Let's send the left leg up. Activating the foot, we'll pulse through that left leg. Contracting from hips to toes. Before we step forward. And inhale, left arm up. Let your hips pull forward, lengthening through hip flexor and right leg. Arm reaches overhead. We'll exhale that hand down. And inhale, step forward. Uttanasana, your first forward fold. Weight is in the feet, that front half or so. Shoulders are soft, head's heavy. We'll walk our hands to the right. And to the left. And to the center with an inhale. Heavy arms will roll up to standing. Mountain pose. Tadasana. Right arm reaches. Inhale. With an exhale, we'll let it go. And switch. Inhale. And exhale. One more time on each side. Using your own breath to guide you. Let's inhale both arms up. Hands will clasp together. And we'll flip the palms to the sky. Arms press behind us. And we'll drop our chins to chest. With a big exhale, all the way down. Forward fold. We'll walk the hands to the left. And to the right. Let's walk hands center. Forward fold. We'll roll up to standing. Inhale. Mountain. Extended mountain. We'll find that first chair pose here. Weight shifting into the heels. Shoulders roll back. And our tails tuck under. Let's really press the palms firmly together, fire through the chest and shoulders. As we exhale, we'll dive it over. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lifting up halfway, a flat, low back exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll it up. Mountain. Extended. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Neutral low back. Hearts are lifting. We'll exhale it over. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Let's roll it up. Big breath. Working through the spines. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to dive it forward. Up halfway. And forward fold. Let's step back with the left foot. And we'll bring it up to a high lunge. Keeping our necks long and our shoulders down. Hips are neutral. A little bit of a tuck under. As we find those goalpost arms, we'll straighten through that front leg. Sink it down, inhale. Bring it back up, exhale. One more reach. Reach it up, sink the hips, and bring it up. Perfect. Hands to our hearts. We'll spin, flatten out that back foot, keeping our hips square. We'll pull the torsos forward. Front knee stays soft, hips stay neutral. Nose to knee, or pyramid pose. We can lower hands, a little bit of support. We can use the leg. We can keep our hands at the heart. Trying to keep that sacrum nice and flat. Almost like a pigeon. Right hip pulling back, left pulling forward. We'll soften that front knee. As hands float down, forward fold. This time, we'll inhale, fly up, chair pose, and pulse in this chair. Bye, Frank. Exhale, dive it over. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Let's fly up. Chair pose with pulse. Keeping hips, knees and toes all pointing forward. Exhale, dive it over. Inhale, up halfway. Forward fold. One more time, fly up. Chair. Drive it forward. Exhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold. Right is stepping back. Bring it to that lunge. Good enough. Come on. Keep flowing. Good boy. Come on. Inhale, exhale. Right. Let's bring it up and hold. And keeping it nice and square. Spin, flatten, square it up. Nose to knee. Knee is soft, maybe that micro bend. Good. One more breath. As we soften, hands float down this time. Plank. Holding the plank. Pushing the ground away. And all fours. Good. Let's shift it over. Sending that left foot off our mats. We'll open into a modified side plank. Shoulder stacked on shoulder and hip stacked on hip. We'll let this top leg lift. Activate the foot, pointed or flexed. That leg pulses. And as always, no sinking, right? Lift up. As we lower that top leg, we'll cartwheel it up. Reach it over. Modified gait. Shoulders back. We'll bring it up and then hands come down. Right leg swings around behind us and lifts. Again, an active foot. We pulse. Keeping that supporting leg's hip tucked in. Let's draw that right knee into the chest. Tails tuck under. Spines arch up. Let his bellies drop. We'll kick that heel to the sky. Our sunbird. Bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. And we'll hold that lift. Draw the bellies up and in, and add that little pulse. Knee lifting away from the ground. Heel pulsing towards the sky. Then, as we lower knee to knee, half series, like a half chaturanga. 4 times, we'll shift forward, lower, like tricep push-up. Elbows squeeze the body, exhale it up, and back. Child's pose. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Holding our child's pose. 2 breaths. And as we inhale, we'll bring it up, right foot off your mat. Modified side plank. Top leg lifts and pulses. As our legs lower, obliques, cartwheel us up and we reach to the side. Modified gate pose. Still breathing. Inhale it up. Hands down. We'll lift that left leg behind us and pulse. Right hip stays tucked in instead of sliding out to the side. Sunbirds, knee in, spines arch. Heels up and bellies drop. Two more. Hold it up. Draw the navels in and pulse. Next exhale, lean down. Half series, 4 times. Hold your child's pose. Next inhale, all fours to downward facing dog. In this down dog, we'll lift this right leg up to hip height. Then swing it open to that right side. Hold. Let's draw that right knee into the chest. Squeezing. Right leg to the sky. Reach. Hip height. To the right. Hold. And knee to chest and plank squeeze. And to the sky. Hold. Hip height. Swing right. Knee to chest and plank. And right foot plants, right between the hands. Warrior 2. over our tailbones, the knee tracking right over that front foot. Nice and neutral throughout the pelvis. Let's revert our warriors. From warrior 2 into our triangle, the front knee straightens. I bring my back foot in because my legs are short. But we'll reach forward, ribs sliding over hips before we tip it over. Hip stacked on hip, shoulder stacked on shoulder. We can reach this right hand as low as we care to go, as long as this top shoulder isn't collapsing to face the earth. Roll it back. One more breath here. This right knee will soften. Right forearm to the thigh. Left arm reaching overhead. Keep those hips low. Left hip pulling forward. We'll cartwheel it back up, warrior 2. And cartwheel it down. Step into your plank. Holding. And when ready, our first chaturanga. Cobras or up dogs. Downward facing dog. Exhale, plank. Hold. Exhale, chaturanga. Down dog. One more time. Exhale to plank hold. Chaturanga. Down dog. Let's try the left side. Lifting the leg to hip height, swing it open. Hold. To the sky, knee to chest and plank squeeze. And take it up. Hip height to the left. To the sky, knee to chest, and up, hip height, and open. And up, knee to chest, hold, and warrior 2. Let the arms squeeze tightly, muscle wrapping around the bone. Into reverse warriors. Mindful that the knee doesn't drop to the inside. Deep and calm with the breath. Before we bring it to warrior 2 and into Trikonasana. Reach and tip it over. If the neck gets tired here, we can change our drishti, our gaze, down at the earth. Extended side angle, scapular retraction and depression, that back hip pulling forward. As we cartwheel it up, big breath in. Take it down, exhale, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog. Down dog if you want. Add that little extra push-up. 2 more times. Traveling within our own breath's rhythm, our own pace, our own time. From down dog, let's roll to the tippy toes of the feet. Let the knees bend as deeply as we're comfortable with. And as our legs straighten out again, we'll press the heels flat and walk our hands back to the feet. Forward fold. Feet are hips distance. Weight is in that front third. But the head's nod yes and no. Let the hands walk right. Hands walk left. From the center, let's inhale up halfway. Flattening, our backs lengthening the spine, exhale. Melt it down. We'll shift our weight to that right foot, stepping. Left leg behind us, low lunge, half lunge. Let this front leg straighten. The foot peels up in the heart, melt down. We'll point and flex. And as we plant this foot again, we'll pull the hips forward, thinking length as we crawl it up. Left arm across our chest. As we release that left arm, the hands float down. Frame that right foot. Lifting off left knee. We'll send left leg all the way to the sky. Standing split. We'll add our tucks here. Tucking ankle behind ankle. Right knee bends. Left leg to the sky, reach. 2 more. Holding that standing split or finding a quad stretch. By bending left knee, reach that right hand out to find foot or ankle. From standing split to forward fold. The mat's moving. Inhale up halfway. And exhale, Uttanasana. Let's step right, back low lunge. Half lunge. Half splits. Pointing and flexing. And flattening this foot. Hips pulling towards the heel while crawl it up, lengthen and stretch. My back knee is behind the hip rather than stacked. And we'll release. Hands down, leg to the sky. And tuck. And extend. 2 more. This one we hold. If you want quad stretch, knee bends. Left hand reaches up to find the foot. From standing split this time. Right leg lowers way behind us, like lunge, but we'll walk hands, turn toes into a high straddle. With weight in the heels, we'll go side to side, keeping our knees behind the big toes. One more breath. From the center, we'll roll it up. If your feet are too wide for you to be stable, just bring them in a little bit. With the heels turned in, the toes turned out. 5-point stars. And we'll sink into that high yoga squat. Keeping our tails tucked under rather than falling out behind us. Our feet pushing the mat away from center line. We pulse. Keep pulsing hips, but arms extend out and slightly behind us. Right where those legs meet the body, we'll hinge forward slightly. Keep pulsing. Let the arms squeeze tightly. With an inhale, we'll bring it all the way up. Swan dive. Take it down. Turn hands, walk toes to the front of your mat. Stepping into plank. Holding. And chaturanga. 3 times. With or without that little push-up. We'll meet in down dog. Tippy toes and knees bend as deeply as we're comfortable with. Legs straight, heels pressed down. Let's shift it forward plank. Holding here. Let's draw that right knee into the chest as we've done before. No sinking. And then your pigeon pose. Right hip pulls back. Left is pressing forward. If we need a prop, a block, a bolster under that right hip, we'll use one. We can keep it up here. We can take it a little deeper. We're going to try to keep our hips square rather than sliding to that side. Good. Right between. Figure 4 is your alternative stretch. Use that sinking breath. Exhaling. Each time sinking deeper into our asana. Pigeon's not working. We'll bring it here. 2 more breaths. Wherever we find ourselves. And when we're ready, we'll start to bring it up, straightening the arms. We'll tuck the toes of left foot under and step the right leg back. Hold it, plank. Let's draw left knee into the chest. And then pigeon pose or figure 4. This side, it's the right hip pulling forward, left pressing back. Continue with those ujjayi breaths, those deep, calming breaths. Two more. And then we're ready. Again, the arms straighten. Toes of right foot tuck. And left leg steps back plank. Adding hip dips side to side. Now if it works better, the wrists are a little tired. We can be on the knees, keeping them behind the hips rather than stacked beneath the hips. Right? As cute as that looks, not very effective. Hip dips in your plank. Let's hold our plank. We'll lower down to that right forearm and then the left. Hip dips. holding your plank. Right arm straight, then left. Hold plank. We'll squeeze the knees together in this plank. Tap the ground. Lift the knees and squeeze the glutes. Tap and lift. Hold your plank. Left arm folds down, then the right. Squeeze the knees. Tap. Tush. Tap. Tush. Now avoid sinking, right? Stay strong in the shoulders. We're almost there. Hold your plank, here or here. Left arm straight, then the right. Plank, gently to the knees. We'll thread that right arm under the left. One more breath. As we unwind, let's go right away to that other side. Left arm under right. One more breath. Unwinding. Letting our feet cross at the ankles and roll back. We'll unwind and plant the feet for both. Our shoulders roll back, opening through the heart. Arms can reach. We can also hold the legs or lightly rest fingertips on the earth for support. We'll shift back just enough to engage the belly, but stopping just before we sink into back. You can choose to lift a leg or two. Legs can straighten, Pilates style. Continue pulling forward through the heart. Continue breathing deeply, victoriously. Two more breaths. As we lower our feet, we'll lower to the forearms and then flatten it out. As we inhale, we'll peel it up, vertebrae by vertebrae, tucking the tail between our legs before bringing it back down, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. One more. Let's peel it up into bridge, but we'll hold it. Hips, knees and toes pointing forward. Our glutes are engaged, hips lifting to the sky. Let your feet push your mat away from the body. And imagine maybe you have a yoga block that you're holding between your knees so they're not knocking together or falling outward. Let's peel right heel up, then left heel up. Right down, left down. Left up, right up. Left down, right down. Keep hips up. Right heel, left. Right down, left down. Left heel up. Right heel up. Left heel down. And right down. Peel out of your bridge. Happy babies. We'll press our knees down alongside the body, maybe like that rock and roll. As we draw our knees into the chest, let's extend the arms out at our shoulders for those windshield wipers. Gluing shoulders to the earth, we'll let our knees roll side to side. And keep breathing. Keep rolling side to side. Next time we're near the center, we'll pause. Let those calves lift parallel to the ground with that flat low back. We'll hinge at our hips rather than the knees. Reach the legs out and then draw them back in. Two more breaths. Seed pose. As we exhale, let our feet lower. Pressing the soles of our feet together, we'll let our knees open into that reclining butterfly or our Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's rest that right hand on the heart, left hand on the belly. Feeling both the rise and fall of chest, as well as that rise and fall of our bellies. Let's ensure that our jaws are unclenched, that our backs are soft and relaxed. As we allow our eyes to gently close, let's rest the arms on the earth alongside us, our palms facing the sky. Feel good about the work you've done today. Taking care of ourselves better enables us to care for those around us. Now more than ever, that self-care is so important. As we draw the knees together, we'll prop ourselves up on the forearms again. And when we feel comfortable, we'll press into that seated posture. Once again, that same pose we began our practice in. And as we gather our hands together at the heart, we'll let thumbs lightly touch sternum, reminding us to go through the rest of our week. As we go through our practice, listening to that inner teacher and practicing, as always, that self-compassion. As we bow our heads, yogis, namaste. Beautifully done. Thank you. And we'll see you next time. Miss you guys.